Hello again, it's John from Castle Kingdom here, and in this video we're going to be troubleshooting a power fault. Now in this case it's inflating the bouncy castle, and then we find we've got a fault when it just cuts out. Now there are a number of different reasons this could be. When you first inflate the castle, if it trips out immediately, it's generally blown a fuse. So you can just trace it back to where you've plugged it into the house. It's either tripped a switch or it's blown the fuse in the plug. But if that's not the case, then you've got to identify where the fault is. Now this can depend really a lot on the setup. If you're running extension leads all the way down the length of the garden, you've then got to go and trace them back. If you're using one extension lead, the full length of the garden, then you've got to see if the fuse is blown in that extension lead, or if the extension lead's not thick enough to run the blower. But in this case, it was a faulty lead.
Push it forward a little bit.
So we're just positioning the castle there, then suddenly we're moving it around and it cuts out. So we're just checking there that it's still inflated properly, not come loose. Yep, it's plugged in right, it's not come loose. Sometimes it can pull that out, but it's cut out in this case, so we now have to go and find where the fault is. So the first thing I normally do is ask the customer if it's pulled out or if it's tripped inside the house. If it is, they can just quickly switch it on again and redo it. Sometimes it just happens. If that's not the case, the second one is to check the fuse in the cable. And then the third one, which I normally do after I've had my cup of tea, obviously, everything works better with a cup of tea, is to take the blower off and bring it down to the front of the house and then plug it directly into the wall. So that way you can identify whether it's the blower. So we're going to unplug it here. It's a little bit of flapping around really, but it's one of those things. That is another reason why you always bring two blowers with you on a job.
Check the blower in there.
In case one of them is faulty, you can just swap it out and it's fine. But first of all, we have to identify where it's coming from. So you can see the lead there going through the kitchen window. So we need to take that out, put another fly lead through, because if that's the fault, if it's blown the fuse on there, then we'll just swap it out with another one and then run it back down the garden. We'll leave that one there and put a new one on. There's the customer there was helping me.
Yeah, if you can put that one in there.
So we'll just feed that one through the window. Get our blower. It was a little bit short, so I had to sort of tip it back just to get it to plug in. There you go, tip it up on its side, that's the easiest way of doing it. And we'll plug it in, we'll see if the blower's still working. There we go, we've got power to the blower. So we know that lead and that blower is working. So now we've got two extension leads running down the length of the garden. It was quite a long garden, so we needed to run two.
Might be that lead.
So it could be that lead there, the black one. That's the one that comes with the blower. So we can take that out and check it. But we'll plug it back into that extension lead. Now what we'll do is we'll go down to where it joins the second extension lead, which is here.
Oh, I think the fuse has gone on the lead.
So we're going to
most likely. Don't know that obviously, but I think this is. Plug it in before we put it on.
We'll plug it in here first before we put it back on. Not working. So we know it's one of these two leads. So it's either this one or the one where it joins. The best way to do this is to go to the house and work your way back methodically, and then you'll know which one it is and how to find it quickest way. So we'll unplug that one, we'll plug that first one into the blower, and it works. So now we know it's not working going into the back of the the blower here, it's this lead here. So you just wrap that lead up.
This lead. Sometimes.
So you always have spare blowers in your van, also have loads of spare leads.
Yeah, it's probably.
So we're not sure what it is yet, but because we're in the middle of a setup, we need to just put it to one side and replace it with another extension lead. Now on this particular job, the customer did say to me, do you want to use one of my extension leads? And I generally like to use my own for the simple reason, if his cuts out, you tend to get a phone call that something's wrong, whereas you know if you use your leads, you've checked them and they're okay. So I always use my own ones. There's always loads of spares. Then we'll just take one out of the back of the van there. Now it doesn't normally take long to do a repair like this, or a fault. Identifying a faulty lead. So you just got to trace it back from the house, or you could trace it back from the blower. I always do it from the house going back. So we know this one here works, we've already double checked it. So we'll plug the new one in. We'll put it into the blower before we run it down, just in case this one didn't work as well. You never know. There we go, we've got power. So we know everything works now. As I say, it was quite a long garden really, so it was a lot of walking backwards and forwards. Adds about another 15-20 minutes onto the setup, so always leave plenty of time when you're arriving to a job, because you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it could just be the blower, it can just, for whatever reason, just stops working, so you can just swap the blower straight out, if that is the problem. On this case, as we just discovered, it was the lead. So we'll put the blower back on, put another strap on. Make sure that doesn't come loose. That's another reason why you can lose power. If it comes loose, the customer wouldn't necessarily know what the problem was, and they'd phone you up and I'll tell you that there's a problem. So always make sure you eliminate that possibility by putting a double strap on it. These ones come with Velcros. So you put the Velcro around, and then I always put another strap on just to make sure. So, moment of truth, plug it in again. Hopefully this should all work. There we go, we got power. Time for a cup of tea again. We found the problem. The customer's happy, the children are happy, they see the castle going back up. Then we just check, watch that all inflate. Takes a while, but always best to double check everything, check all your leads. There we go, fully inflated. So we'll just go back round again and double check everything. Now this one, it's when I moved it seemed to cut out. I'm not sure why that was. It made me think that maybe it pulled the lead a little bit and made it loose. Sometimes it does. If you put strain on it, if you haven't got any slack on the lead, it pulls it, one of the little wires will come out. Okay, so that's it. Took a little bit longer than it normally does, because obviously we had to trace back what was the fault. Sometimes it's the fuse that goes in the blower, because that's got the where it goes in the wall, and if it blows a fuse, then you just change over the lead that goes into the wall. But we did that and it was still not working, so then you've got to trace it back through the leads. So there was two other extension leads on it. We had to try each one individually until you find out which one it is. You just take that one off, put a new one on, and you're good to go. Anyway, I hope you found it helpful and useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.